Haven't watched. I have made so many videos watching StoryBooth videos, okay? They are an amazing channel, which if you have never seen or any videos from me or from them before, like, please go and check out their channel and subscribe to them, okay? They make amazing animations. They get, like, kids from, like, all ages to tell, like, personal stories, all right? And some of them are, like, really heartwarming, all right? Because all these kids are, like, opening up, all right? And I think, like, every child should watch them, all right? Because you might learn something, okay? Now, I haven't watched StoryBooth videos in a long time, okay? So I've got a lot of videos to catch up on, you know what I'm saying? The first video that we're gonna be watching is 16 and pregnant. Oh my goodness, okay? This stupid dumb little girl got knocked up at 16. How could she? Always use protection, kids, okay?
When I was 16 years old,
oh no,
that
she's
was
16.
when I first had my first boyfriend.
Oh no.
His name was Aiden.
Aiden? I don't trust Aiden.
I met Aiden in school, and we were assigned to be chemistry lab partners.
Chemistry?
And we just hit it off.
They hit it off in chemistry. Who knew they would have had chemistry? That's not funny, all right? She's pregnant, all right? She ends up getting pregnant by this guy, all right? Don't laugh.
And I thought he was a pretty great guy based on
you thought?
everything we talked about.
Oh no, he's not a great guy.
We hung around a lot. But sometimes I felt like a relationship was moving a little too fast for me.
Oh, he's probably feeling up her legs. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, pervert men. I've said this time and time before, all right? Little boys, all right? They're a bunch of pervs, all right? Don't let them touch you and stuff like shit like that. Man, I'm a great role model, aren't I?
A relationship was moving a little too
Look,
fast.
he's feeling up her leg. Oh.
I came from a very strict Catholic family, so we weren't allowed to do anything intimate or serious until after marriage, which Aiden didn't agree with.
Of course he didn't agree with. Look at him, the bloody weirdo kid, all right? Can everyone wait till they're 18, please, all right? Please do not, like believe some dumb little boy just because he's like, I don't believe in that shit.
Aiden always pressured me to do things I didn't want to. One time we were just sitting around watching TV on my bed while my parents were at work. And I asked him, hey, do you want something to eat or drink? Maybe we could watch another movie because this one's kind of boring. Great. Aiden kind of took the remote and he turned the TV off and he started telling me things. Things that I didn't want to hear. I just asked him, please stop. I'm not ready to do this.
Oh, no! This girl sounds so young, okay? She doesn't even sound 16. She sounds like 12, okay? And man, this is what I'm saying. All right, I know I joke around about a lot, but I swear, don't trust boys, okay? They will say anything just to get into your bloody panties, okay? They're disgusting boys, all right? They got so much hormones, all right? They're little horny little boys, okay? Don't trust boys what boys say, okay? Don't trust them when they say like, oh, I love you, okay? I want to be with you forever. Shut up, okay, you stupid boy, all right? I don't believe you, okay?
Please stop. I'm not ready to do this. Aiden got kind of mad and he said he would leave me if I didn't do what he wanted me to do. So I was faced with a choice that I would regret for the rest of my life.
See what I mean? Okay, if a boy really did like you and really did like want to be with you, he wouldn't put you in that kind of position like that. That's such a mean thing to say. I'm gonna leave you if you don't like do things with me. That is a very weird thing, all right? And like as an adult, you will only see that as an adult, okay? But geez, that's so weird and messed up, man. Creepy ass Aiden.
I ended up doing something that I regret with him.
No.
Fast forward over a month and a half later, maybe.
Oh no.
I started feeling different. I was craving a lot of different foods that I usually wouldn't eat.
That's what happens when you're pregnant.
I always needed to pee. And sometimes I feel kind of nauseous.
Morning sickness.
I remember that when I started getting nauseous and more nauseous, I started throwing up every day. I told my best friend, Lily, and she looked at me and she said, have you done anything lately? And I asked, what do you mean?
Disgusting?
And then I remembered that night. I was like, yes, I did.
Wait, so did they not use protection or anything? Oh my goodness, okay, geez, okay. Do you guys not learn anything in school, all right? Do you not know about protection, okay? I mean, if you're gonna do it, which I suggest you don't, at least until you're 18 or something, all right? At least use protection. This dumbass boy didn't even know about protection. That's what I'm talking about. Boys are stupid.
And then I remembered that night. I was like, yes, I did.
Oh no.
And we went to the pharmacy and we got a pregnancy test. And I took the test. It came positive. And I remember when it came positive. Lily just held me there as I cried.
Oh, this poor girl.
I went through a lot after that day.
Oh no.
I was kicked out of my house because I was pregnant.
They kicked her out of the house? What kind of parent would kick someone out? Oh my goodness. This is so bad, man. Okay, like, this is your daughter. I'm not a parent, all right, but I would be very upset, all right, and I would feel like I should, my daughter should know better, but I feel like I'm kind of partly to blame. They're a strict Catholic family, so I feel like kicking her out is like the worst things you could do. And now this poor 16-year-old is now on the street and pregnant. How is that going to help anyone in this situation? Man, be there to support your daughter. Man, these dumbass parents, man.
Kicked out of my house because I was pregnant.
Oh my God, who does that?
But I learned quite a lesson. That you should never be taken advantage of.
Yeah, don't.
You should never be pressured in doing anything you don't want to.
Yeah, disgusting.
Today, I have my daughter. She is 3 years old, and I don't regret having her. But I do regret having her at the time I did.
Yeah.
It was much more difficult for me.
You missed out on your life, girl.
And right now, I am working to get back to school.
Oh, that's good. Good for you, girl.
Always remember, don't do things unless you want to.
Yeah, don't do it unless you want to. And even if you want to, I don't recommend you should. And at least learn about protection. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness, man. Okay, that's probably one of the worst stories I have ever heard on StoryBooth. For a young girl, I feel like that is the worst thing to ever happen to you, all right? To find out that you're pregnant at such a young age, but Jesus, all right? Man, yeah, please not be stupid, all right? Like, just stay away from boys, all right? You need to make your own decisions, all right? And don't feel pressure to do anything, man. Oh, man, that's such a sad story, okay? Because she didn't want to do it in the first place, and now she has this child. And what the hell happened to Aiden? See? I bet Aiden ran away when he found out that she was pregnant. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, that story just upset me, man. Jesus. All right, the next animation that we're going to be watching is I was made fun of being a late bloomer. So I'm guessing this girl, was pretty late to hit puberty and she was being made fun out of, which, come on now, that sounds like the most childish thing ever. I don't really care, all right, if some random girl, hasn't got developed breasts yet. Like, does that really, like, why would you bully someone about that? But you know what? Like, a lot of girls are actually insecure about that, all right? Especially ones that, do take or the girls that do, take a little bit more time to hit puberty and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't believe it. Let's hear this girl's story.
I'm really skinny, but I'm not anorexic. I started developing, but I'm flat. And I don't have my period yet. And that's what I get made fun of for.
Wait, what? She gets fun out of for not starting her period yet? Oh my goodness. Okay, as a guy, all right, I had no idea that, this is something that, what girls make fun out of each other for doing something like this, okay? Is that normal? Man, I feel like this is important for guys and girls, all right? Because this gives you a bit of an insight, of the stuff that, girls can be insecure about. But man, I haven't started my period yet. I've never heard something like that before.
All of this started when I was in 4th grade. Kids started making fun of me because everyone started developing and I didn't.
4th grade? You started, and girls in the school asking her, where's your boobies? Okay, this is a weird story for me, all right? Honestly, I'm learning a lot, damn.
All my friends did. They had really big curves, and standing next to them just made me look like I was a freaking cereal box. People started making fun of me. What? I told a trusted adult, like everyone says to do, and she said that I should just ignore them. But ignoring them is impossible when you have to see them every single day, and some of them are even your friends.
Even our
they
friends
always
are
have this
making fun
girl
out
talk
of her.
moment. They talk about their periods and how big their boobs are. And whenever I try to get in the conversation, they always say, you wouldn't know.
Oh, that's so sad. Do girls have these conversations? All right, if you're a girl watching this right now, can you leave me a comment, all right, and let me know, have you guys experienced something similar? Okay, because yeah, this is crazy and new to me, man. Like, some girls are actually insecure about this, man, and I bet some of these school friends of hers don't even realize how insecure she is about it. But that's what I'm saying, man. You should never make fun out of anyone, all right? Just come on now. You don't know what's going on in their heads, all right? Just be nice to everyone. God damn it, I hate people.
In 6th grade, everything got even worse because everyone's curves became bigger and boys started getting on it too.
This boy's like, oh yeah, the girl's getting boobies now.
Boys called me many names, like toothpick, popsicle stick, and I tried eating more to gain weight, and my grandparents noticed. And he told me not to, just eat the amount that I wanted to and just leave the rest.
This poor girl.
So I started doing that and I felt happy again. But then I reached 8th grade. Everyone, and I'm talking about everyone, has started developing. I started developing as well.
Okay,
but I didn't have my period, and you couldn't visibly see my boobs. Some people don't really want to show their boobs, but in my school, it was the other way around. So I started wearing a bra with 2 paddings in it to make it seem like my boobs were bigger. Even though I was trying really hard to make it look like I was curvy, people still teased me. At lunch, this boy called me that I looked like a 2nd grader, and I just laughed it off.
That's so mean.
It felt like I just couldn't take it anymore. I just wanted to punch him in the face and say, whatever if I'm not curvy, I don't care. But I didn't. And after I got home, I cried for a whole hour. The next day, I didn't want to go to school. So I told my mom that I was sick, and she called into the office, and I got absent. I didn't know what to do that day. And I was going on YouTube, and I found many inspirational stories, and then everything clicked in. Now I know that I'm supposed to love myself no matter how I look like. I don't care about whoever, whatever
you have
they
small
say
boobs.
to me.
Well, you have
I
no
don't care
boobs.
at all.
Oh, it's true.
I love myself no matter what.
She learned that not to care, man. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On YouTube, you know, there is some great advice, all right? If you guys are feeling insecure about anything, all right, like the internet, it can be such an amazing place, all right, because you can find people to relate with your story, all right, and it can help you get through those troubled times. But man, okay, I actually learned a lot about, you know, like the stuff that girls have to go through at a young age, man. But yeah, like, don't make fun out of anyone, man. You just be nice to everyone, all right? Like, this poor girl wasn't even insecure about it until people started mentioning it, all right? Like, damn. I'm just really sad now watching these StoryBooth animations. I just feel bad for all these kids out there. All right, the next animation that we're going to be watching is I had a bad experience with drugs. Okay, all right, most of these animations come from kids, all right? Don't tell me this girl did drugs as a kid. That is, like, the worst thing you could possibly do. Don't do drugs, kids.
So this incident happened when I was in high school, when I was a sophomore.
She's a sophomore.
My boyfriend at the time, which is my boyfriend still right now, had a weed brownie that he got from that morning from his cousin.
No.
And he freaked out because he saw the K9 unit in front of the school, and he thought that he was going to be caught. So I said, okay, let's take it. And I was foolish because I have never taken a weed brownie before. So I didn't know how they worked or how they affect you.
Oh no.
So we took it, and I took a little less than half, and I felt fine at the moment. I thought it was an instant thing. So we walked to first period, and which was PE.
PE.
And we were playing tennis when I started feeling a little woozy. I was laughing at everything.
Yeah, we does that to you, okay? The stupid girl, all right, did it in school, all right? It's like the equivalent of getting drunk at school. School is meant to be a place of learning. Like, you can't just, like, bring drugs into school. I mean, I know it wasn't her that did it. It was a stupid, dumb boyfriend. But, man, just throw it in the trash, okay? Oh, Jesus.
And once first period ended, I went to the girls' locker room, and once I got in there, the whole room started going in circles.
No.
I started getting dizzy.
Oh no.
And I felt like I was on a boat. And I told my friend, oh my God, I think the brownie hit. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yes. And I couldn't stand straight. I was freaking out.
She can't even
stand.
So
I walked the second period, and my mouth started getting so dry instantly, as if there was sandpaper in my mouth.
Ugh.
I sat down in my second period, and again, the whole room started going around and around.
Snap.
And in slow motion.
Oh, no.
My teacher walked up to me in slow motion, and he said, are you okay? And I said, no. Can I please go to the nurse?
Is she going to...
I was just freaking out on the way. And once I got to the nurse, they sat me down and gave me ice cold water. Oh no, that's not gonna help. My arm just jerked, and I accidentally threw the water on the floor, and the nurses got mad, and I started crying. And they asked me, what do you feel? Have you taken any medication? And me, being in not the right state of mind, said, I took a weed brownie this morning.
She told them, oh my goodness. Man, if I'm not sure about you guys at school, but if I said I did drugs at school, I'm pretty sure I would get kicked out of school. That is a complete, zero tolerance thing, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, my goodness.
So they freaked out and they called the vice principal in. And the vice principal was mad.
Oh, no.
She had a stern look on her face. And I don't remember anything she told me to this day. All I remember was holding her hand because I thought I was going to fall off the 2-foot chair I was sitting on. I just remember seeing myself out of my body. Once my mom got there to pick me up, she didn't know what was going on. And when she found out, she was so mad. And on the way home, I was crying and sobbing. And still, everything was going in slow motion.
Oh, gosh.
Me and my grandma at the time were in a fight. And once I got home, I just ran to her and hugged her and cried and said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
What, for the fight or the week?
And the whole day, I just felt the same way I did in the morning.
Do I regret it? Woozy.
Yes, at school. But do I regret it? No, because if it wasn't for that brownie, I probably would have still not talked to my grandma.
Okay.
And that helped rekindle our relationship.
Okay.
So please don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah,
especially at school, because you would have a really bad reaction like I did.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get kicked out of school, you lucky girl. All right, come on now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, in my school, all right, they would be extreme. They would be like, where did you find? Where did you get the drugs from? Okay, who gave you the drugs? You are going to be kicked out of the school right now. Don't do drugs, especially marijuana, especially at school. All right. I mean, nowadays, like, weed is being considered equal to alcohol. All right, but just the same. All right, there is limits and laws to alcohol, all right? You wouldn't go to school drunk, so why would you go to school high? Especially when you're, in high school still? Oh my goodness, okay? Please, be responsible, man, all right? All right, the next animation that we're gonna be watching is I was accused of being racist, but I am not. How can you be accused of being racist when you're not racist? That doesn't make any sense.
I was born in Germany, and despite the amazing culture that comes with the country, there can be some cons. My family moved to America when I was 2 years old, and my mom was absolutely thrilled about it because, you see, she is a book nerd, and she read all of these books about all of these people and places in America, and she wanted to visit every state, but we settled in Atlanta, Georgia, and we thought that was good enough for us.
All right,
and she was even more excited when my little brother was born when I was 4 because we finally had a complete family and a place where we wanted to spend the rest of our lives.
All right, so what? They think they're racist because they're German?
I think it was in 4th grade when racism really started to hit our school. I was in a Christian private school, and I was actually quite surprised because God created everyone equal, and this was a Christian school.
Yeah.
And I was just so shocked.
Yeah, these Christian people are racist. But then again, the KKK exists, and I don't know what the hell they're thinking, honestly.
Racism is probably one of the worst things that is in our modern world today.
I agree.
I wasn't bullied because of my skin color or culture. No, I was bullied because people thought I was racist. I am German, as I mentioned before, and Germany does not exactly have the best past in equality.
Which,
people thought I was friends with Hitler.
Wait, Hitler's just playing with this girl. People thought I was friends with Hitler. Okay, I feel like kids are just dumb at this point, like it's 4th grade, kids don't know any better, all right? They're just learning about history class, about World War II, they don't know any better, all right? It's just dumb kids being dumb kids, all right? Oh, yeah. I love this game.
Thought I was friends with Hitler or part of the Nazi or something. And I was just so shocked because I never even heard of those things. I went home one day and I asked my family, who's Hitler and what's the Nazi? You see, I was born in a future Germany, a Germany that believed in equality, a Germany with amazing people and places to visit.
Okay, this is me being a bit prejudiced, but I feel like American kids don't really know much about Europe, and especially Germany. Germany is one of the most progressive countries in the world, okay? Like, if every country was like Germany right now, we would be living in the future. I swear to God. Kids are just dumb, all right? They just read what they have in a book, all right, and just are fed this information, all right, and they're probably led to be scared of Germans, all right, or whatever, even though this stuff happened 40 years ago, before this girl was even born. Come on now, are people this stupid?
The not so nice Germany. That's what people saw in me. They thought I was one of those not so nice Germans.
This poor girl.
And that was really hurtful on me.
Oh, she's crying. Oh.
One day, my dad asked me what was going on at school, why I kept asking him who Hitler was, and why I was suddenly so interested in the past, or as I said earlier, not so nice Germany.
Not so nice
I told him
Germany.
the truth, how everyone was teasing me for being racist, even though I wasn't. My dad was kind of shocked because he didn't really think that just because I was German, people think I was racist. So that weekend, we went to the principal's office when none of the students were there. And we told her what was going on. And the crazy part, she actually set up a whole assembly about equality and that no one should be judged for anything. You have to get to know someone.
Educate
and
these
that
kids.
assembly brought me to tears because she basically took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Today, I actually have lots of friends that are mixed with cultures. And yes, I still get teased for being German, but that's okay because I know who I am and I am not racist.
I'm not racist. I just know who I am, all right? And I am not racist, okay? Man, what a good story. I think the main advice that I would have to give, is just don't listen to stereotypes, all right? And don't, just think people are a certain thing even though you don't know them. Everyone is different. How are we going to move forward as a society if we just don't just accept everyone for who they are? Let's just stop seeing where they're from and start seeing human beings, and the second that we start doing that, we can then move forward as a society, but I feel some people are just stuck in the past, and what I call them idiots. Okay, the next video that we're going to be reacting to is I got the talk in school. Now, I guess we all have to learn about, the birds and the bees, and, just like our ding-dongs and our hoo-haws and stuff like that. But I never got the talk in school. Is that a thing that happens in America? I don't know, actually, because, I was never taught that.
So, I was in the 5th grade.
Okay.
And the teacher says, calm down.
5th grade?
Silence.
How old are you then?
Today, you're going to be learning about periods and the parts of the body, the reproductive system for short. And you're like, what?
What?
Ew. So the teacher made all the boys go to a different classroom
They
because
separated them.
that would be so weird, the boys learning about the girls' private parts and stuff.
Well, I mean, I feel like the boys need to know also about how that stuff kind of works as well, But yeah, I can understand why they probably separated them because, kids, they're so young here, and yeah, they would probably just start laughing, all the boys and girls, about learning this shit.
All of the girls in the 5th grade were crammed inside one little room. I could not breathe. We learned about the parts of a girl and a boy, and the teacher was like, this is a girl's vagina. Everybody say vagina.
Everybody say vagina.
And I was the loudest person. I was like, vagina!
Vagina! Vagina! Vagina!
Vagina! And everybody looked
That would be
at
so
me
mean.
like I was the weirdest person in the world. I was so embarrassed. And she made us say penis out loud.
Why?
But I didn't say it.
I didn't say it, okay? I don't want to say no penis now. I'll say vagina, but I ain't saying penis out loud, okay? Why did the teacher make them say penis and vagina out loud, okay?
Penis out loud. But I didn't say it. At the end, she had us pass around a pad, and she was like, don't be afraid to tell me if you're on your period because I have a stock of pads in my closet.
They just give you pads?
In the teacher's lounge also. So don't be afraid to come to me or to come to Mr. Potter because we know and he has a wife, so he knows too. And
so it's
the
not creepy.
boys, I could hear them across the hall laughing and screaming. I was like, immature. Coming
from the guy that was screaming vagina a couple of minutes ago.
I was like, immatureness.
Immatureness.
And at the end of the lesson, we all got samples of panty panty liners, and the boys got a sample of deodorant and gum.
Gum? Why gum?
Yeah, that is my story. I hope you guys like it.
Okay, so the school, you know, taught them about this kind of stuff. I mean, I think that's kind of good, you know. I feel like 4th grade's a little bit too young, but then again, you know, some girls get their periods at a very young age. Well, that's the talk in school. All right, let me know in the comments if you guys get the talk in school, all right? Because I never got that, all right? I mean, I learned like the science behind it, you know, like the reproductive like system, you know, and what actually happens when a girl gets her period and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, we learned that in science class. Okay, we're just gonna watch one more story booth animation, and the one that I want to watch is we wouldn't let the different girl sit with us at what, lunchtime? Oh, that's so sad. Why was this girl different? I don't understand. And why can't you just let this poor girl sit with you?
I sit with this group of friends at my lunch, and their names are Summer, Morgan, Linnea, Michaela, and Hannah. And when it comes to new people sitting with us, we're really selective.
Why?
Because we all talk about the same stuff, and we're just scared that we might not have anything in common with them.
I mean, you might.
Eventually, one day when we were all sitting at lunch, this girl, her name was Monica. And she was mentally challenged. She did speak, but for coping mechanisms, I guess, she made weird noises. Kind of like grinding noises, like growling, stuff like that.
Okay. I don't think that's a coping mechanism. I think that's probably part of her condition, you know. I know people with Tourette's are quite fidgety and make noises and stuff. Yeah, that's not a coping mechanism. That's definitely a part of her, you know, her condition.
Anyway. We were skeptical about her sitting with us, but eventually we agreed, and
that's
then
nice
it started to get weird from there. She started yelling out like a cuckoo clock, like Kiko, 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 and she was grinning at us, and we were all weirded out from that, and we just wanted to get rid of her. We didn't want her to sit with us at the table. So we figured out a plan to get rid of her,
and get rid of her.
We told her, hey, we're gonna go sit in the multi-purpose room. Do you want to come join us? And then she got all excited and left before us, and we never followed her. We just sat at her own table and talked about how dumb she was, and I laughed about it, and after we were laughing about how dumb she was, the lunch monitor, who was also our gym teacher, yelled at us saying that we shouldn't be treating mentally challenged.
That's so disrespectful. Okay, this person did not this person was born with this condition, you know. Like, put yourself in their shoes. They didn't choose to have this condition. Imagine, you know, making fun out of someone for something that they have no control over, you know. Like, that is such a horrible thing to do. Man, please. Oh man, Jesus.
And we felt bad about it.
Yeah,
and
good.
After the gym teacher yelled at us, Morgan, Summer, Hannah, and I, we were thinking of a plan to make it up to her.
Good.
So one day when she was sitting at lunch by herself, she was sad. And Morgan and I went up to her and we apologized for how we abandoned her. And we asked her if she wanted to come sit with us from now on. And she said yes.
This poor girl.
And she joined us, and we ended up having a great time. She is now my friend, and we do a lot together. Morgan, Monica, and I, we all hang out at the lunch table and do stuff after school. Now I know you should never, ever treat someone who's mentally challenged differently. And they're just like us.
Of course, that's still human.
Now that I've learned my lesson, I've never done that again.
Okay, I'm glad you learned your lesson, man. Yeah, I feel like kids, you know, they just don't understand, you know, like, and I feel like, you know, these videos help kids understand, you know. But just treat everyone the same. I get it, you know, like someone who has a condition like that, you know, it might be kind of hard to talk to them, or you might feel a bit awkward at times, but you know, they're still a person, they still have a brain, you can still talk to them, you know, and they would understand what you're saying, you know. Like, yeah, just, you know, just like give someone a chance, you know, because like to them, like they love it and they would really appreciate someone like doing something like that, you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was me reacting to more story booths. I have missed StoryBooth so much. I haven't watched StoryBooth videos in a long time, man. So yeah, if you guys want me to make another video on StoryBooth and maybe bring it back, okay, because you know what, I enjoyed watching these videos today, and I hope you guys did too. I mean, clearly you did if you're watching like right now till the end. So yeah, if this video reaches like, I don't know, like 50,000 likes, I will make another StoryBooth video.